Okay, so this is going to teach you how to make a installer, a really simple installer, like the one you saw on the M16 and Ghillie Sniper mod for Ace of Spades. And you're first going to run off by opening Notepad, and we're going to make the first batch file. So, whenever you start the first batch file, you start off with @off, and then you can start to do a title, and then whatever you want to name it. You can do color. And to find the color, go into your command prompt and then type in color space help, and it'll give you a list of all the color codes. For example, 0 would be the background, and that's black, and then A would be light green, so I like that color. And then you can then echo, and then whatever you want to say, so A or B would display the text inside the prompt. And that's basically the basics of a batch. Now when you do a semicolon and then a name, that's creating a label. So you're gonna have to use labels for this, and then the labels will call other programs. So we actually have to create several batch files to make this work. So echo, so when you open this up, it'll say A or B. And then if you do echo with a dot period at the end, it'll just make a blank line. Now we're going to use some variables. To set a variable, just say set, and then the kind of, if you want a user, whoever is using the program, to set the variable, you can say /p, and then the name of the variable, AB, equals, and then I'll just leave it blank since I already have the question above. And now, if statements. If %, which is calling a variable AB %, equals twice A, which is if the user hit A, then we want to go to the label A. And then basically the same thing, except we're going to do it with B. Go to B. And then we're going to say to go to top. So if they enter what a wrong answer, separate but different than A or B, it'll just start over again. And then CLS will clear the screen, so it removes everything. So now we're going to create level A. We're going to want to call a directory. That's so CD, and then we're just going to say A, and then we're going to say move, and then anything you want to make the file. So you can either go star and then the file extension for whatever kind of file, for example text, or you could just do ***. That'll move all the files in the directory A into the location that you want. So C // and then you could just move it into your local disk, wherever you want. But you could also just name it move test.txt to C // users. Here, we'll just copy this to my desktop called servers, and then just move this into YouTube. And then you want to say pause. That will pause it, so you have to hit any key to continue after it moves the folder. And then go to top to loop, or you could just say exit and it will close the program. But I'm going to say go to top. Now label B clear the screen. Also, after each label, I like to clear the screen just in case. Now, for label B, we want to call directory 2 and move this directory, except name it test 2, and then pause again, go to top, and then we're just going to save this file as call install.bat. Now that's rather important right there to make sure it's a bat, and then we're just going to save. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to change this around just a bit, and for the example we use the command move. Now we're going to want to change this to call, and then we're going to call for b.bat, and then we're going to want to do a similar thing, a.bat, and then we're going to want to save this again. Now, we have these two files, the installer.bat and YouTube. Now inside YouTube, I have the bat installer, and I'm just going to want to take this and put that in there. Then I want to create 2 new directories. And this one's going to be called B, and this one's going to be A. Now inside A, I'm going to create a new text document and name it A, and actually a.bat. Okay, there. So make sure it's a bat. And then we'll ask you if you want to change the file extension and just say yes. And then an a.bat, we're going to start off normal, go off, except you don't need any titles or anything because you're not really going to use this. And now you're just going to say copy, and then I'm going to use all the files inside this folder to any location. So I'm just going to use drive C. And then that's it. Save that. And then you're going to want to copy this. And then basically just place any files you want in this, and it will move all of them in here. And then in B, put the same thing and name it B. And now we got our directory set. Now you just place your mods. So this is going to be version B, put all your files in here, and version A, put all your files in here. And now we're going to go to the internet. Okay, so now you're going to have to go to this page right here and download this program. It'll take batch files and turn them into exe files, and then you can also compress your mod inside this. And so I'll leave a link in this video here, and just click this download now, and then save this into your directory that you want. Okay, so this is the bat to exe converter that you just downloaded, and we're first going to open up file. So we're going to start with A, and then we're going to use the a.bat. You're going to want to check these settings. You're going to do not delete the temporary files, add administrative password or administrative manifest, and overwrite existing files. And that's pretty much all you need to do for the options. Then you're going to include, and you just say add any files for your mod. Version, you can use an icon file, so that it will just an image, an icon. Anything you want to fill out here you can. Program settings, you can select your language. And then basically once you're done adding all the files and options, you just say compile. And then once it's done compiling, in your folder, A, you'll get a.exe. and that will have all your mods in there. Then you're going to want to do the same thing for B. Then we're just going to change it b.exe. And then same thing, include any files for that version B of your mod. Same thing here and here. Then just compile. And then in B, you have an exe. And then to finish it off, you're going to open up your installer itself. And then whatever mod you want, maybe just like whatever you want to name it, exe. And then the same things, same settings, and then include the files you're going to include. You're going to include the A exe and the B exe. Anything here, icons, doesn't matter, and then compile. And that's pretty much it. You have a finished project right there, and that will have all the mods and everything. So hope it helped. And this was a video request by GamingBetaHD, and so thanks for watching. Hope it helped.